Once upon a time, there was a little girl named Flora who lived in a small village. She was a kind and gentle girl, but she was also very lonely. She didn't have any friends, and her parents were always too busy to play with her. One day, Flora was walking in the woods when she came across a wishing well. She had never seen a wishing well before, and she was curious. She reached into her pocket and pulled out a coin. She tossed it into the well and closed her eyes. "I wish I had a friend," she whispered. When she opened her eyes, she saw a beautiful white rabbit hopping towards her. The rabbit stopped in front of her and smiled. "Hello," said the rabbit. "My name is Peter." Flora was surprised. She had never met a talking rabbit before. "Hello, Peter," she said. "It's nice to meet you." "It's nice to meet you too, Flora," said Peter. "Would you like to be my friend?" Flora smiled. "I would love to be your friend, Peter," she said. Flora and Peter played together all day long. They ran through the woods, played hide-and-seek, and had a picnic lunch. Flora had never had so much fun. When it was time for Flora to go home, she was sad to say goodbye to Peter. "I'll come back tomorrow," she promised. "I'll be waiting," said Peter. Flora walked home, feeling happy and content. She had finally found a friend. The next day, Flora went back to the wishing well. She tossed in a coin and closed her eyes. "I wish I could see Peter again," she whispered. When she opened her eyes, she saw Peter hopping towards her. "Hello, Flora," said Peter. "I'm so glad you came back." Flora and Peter played together every day after that. They were best friends, and they had many adventures together. One day, Flora and Peter were playing in the woods when they came across a group of children who were picking on a smaller child. "Leave him alone," said Flora. The children turned to look at Flora. They were bigger than her, and they looked mean. "What are you going to do about it?" said one of the children. Flora didn't know what to do. She was scared, but she knew she had to do something. "I'm going to tell you to stop," she said. "And if you don't stop, I'm going to tell my friend Peter." The children laughed. "And what is your friend Peter going to do about it?" said one of the children. "He's going to make you sorry," said Flora. The children looked at each other. They could tell that Flora wasn't afraid of them. "Fine," said one of the children. "We'll leave him alone." The children turned and walked away. Flora turned to the smaller child. "Are you okay?" she asked. The child nodded. "Thank you," he said. "I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't come along." Flora smiled. "You're welcome," she said. "That's what friends are for." Flora and Peter continued to play together, and they always looked out for each other. They were best friends, and they knew that they could always count on each other.